Well, pets are an important part of many families, and April is Pet First Aid Awareness Month. Perfect time to ensure you have the skills to take care of your furry family member. Here with Pet First Aid tips for owners is Dana Humphrey and a furry friend. Good morning, Dana.
Hello, good morning.
All right, who do we have here?
This is Iris, and she's known on Instagram as Apple of my Iris. She is a schmaltzy-poo.
Okay.
And she's very well behaved, and she wants to stay safe this month as well.
So I'm sure she has her own pet safety kit?
Well,
First aid kit?
It's really important. You can make a DIY pet first aid kit at home with some simple ingredients, if you will. Something that's good to have on hand is some Neosporin. That's always good in case maybe your dog gets into a tussle at the dog park with someone else, and you can have that handy, especially if you're going to be traveling this spring as well, to bring your pet first aid kit along with you, along for the ride. Something else you can always have handy is some Benadryl. It's great to keep them calm. If they get into any foods that are going to cause them allergies, you can give that to kind of calm them down. And something else I love is a Pcr oil, and that's antiviral, antifungal, and also antibacterial. And so that's really great because PCR is photocannabinoid rich, and so it's derived from hemp, and so it naturally calms your pet down. It can be a topical solution, or it can also be ingested. So if they get into any fight at the dog park, any problems, you can topically apply it, or you can have it ingested for them, and it's totally safe, and they can't overdose on it. So I love that. That comes in a dropper formula from Treatables.
Now, speaking of fight at the dog park, which, you know, we hate when that happens, but, it happens. It can. What is your advice, things you need to do to, once it happens with the other owner and vet and all that? Yeah,
you always want to make sure your pet is up to date on all their vet records. And I love getting pet insurance. I think it's a great option.
Yeah.
But once it already happens and you're there, you want to trade information with the other pet owner and follow up with a vet visit. Maybe you want to, after you find out what the results are, let the other pet owner know, so that you can make sure everyone's safe and there's not going to be any further repercussions.
Yeah. Now, what are some things, some don'ts for dogs, things you should not be giving them?
Yeah, so definitely no NSAIDs, no ibuprofens, no Aleve, no Advil, nothing like that. That's not made for dogs, that's made for humans. And also no rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide. That just doesn't really work with their bodies, so you want to stick with things that are more pet safe.
Interesting. Do we know who we have here?
Yes, that is Hubble.
Suddenly a dog appeared on my lap, and I'm like...
This is Hubble. He is a Chihuahua, and he lives on the Upper East Side, and he's known on Instagram under Canine Click.
That's so funny.
And if he's going to be traveling this spring, this is a great option for him. It's the Commuter Carrier.
Okay.
And just like you have a place in your car for your coffee cup,
right?
You want to have a place in your car for your pets. You make sure that they travel safely with you with your pet first aid kit.
No, that's true. I have something like this, and we were taking a train ride, and once he goes in there, he just falls asleep.
Exactly.
They're very comfy. It's like their little bed.
Little den for them.
Yeah.
This is from Gen 7.
I think he wants to go in there.
He wants to meet Iris. I don't blame him.
Any other advice? You were talking about the importance of doggy health insurance.
Yeah.
And I guess it's usually you try to do it when they're very young.
Yeah, the younger you can do it, the better, because it's going to be more affordable. So maybe $20 a month versus if you wait until they already have an existing condition, just like us, it's going to be more expensive. Right. So get them started young, get them on that health insurance. So then you just pay monthly instead of, a huge catastrophe where all of a sudden you have a $5,000 vet bill and you don't know what to do.
Great advice, Dana. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All this great advice will be on our website, cbsnewyork.com. We'll be right back.